Yeah, hello everyone. So today I'm back again, now with my guide. Here we're gonna be talking about a series of topics, about the struggles of guys and everything, and trying to help guys into improvement. But without going into much details, today we're gonna discuss like a big question that's been asked by majority of guys, like should you date women first or should you work on yourself first? So let me welcome my boy. You know. Uh, his name is Yalina. Hey guys, it's pretty good being today. Hope you're doing good. I'm happy to meet it, help the boys out, yeah, I'm happy to meet you. Thanks for having me. Yeah, man, yeah. So man, Yalina, so what do you think about this question? Like, should you date women now or work on yourself first? Hey bro, honestly, me personally, if you're talking to me a few months ago, a few years ago, yeah, I would say date first, because, us guys, we struggle with, being, alone and all that. We need that emotional connection with the real human. Yeah, but me now, after going through a hard time with, metal. So like, if you were in a stupid, tell me tell that people are following that, like, what did you go through? Like, what's the hard time that you with up? Relationships and all that. Yeah, it's a lot of commitment. You know what I'm saying? So especially when you're a busy person, like myself, I'm busy with a lot of things. Commitment can be a problem, right? Because you gotta focus on yourself first, right? But if you haven't grown in their life, you gotta take care of her, try to check up on her and all of that. And then it becomes a big stress to you, right? But sometimes you forget about all your goals, what you're trying to do and all that. Yeah. So if you were gonna talk to me now and ask me this question, I would say work on yourself first. That's what I say. But if you told me before, I'd but if I did you very well, like a shifting responsibilities, because I personally think like to take care of someone, to take care of someone like who's like, for example, a girl or someone else, it's a sense of maturity, it's responsibility. So like if I'm hearing you very well, like it's like you don't take responsibilities, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, oh, you can't take care of this person because you're busy, but like that's taking care of someone and having that person there, and also like knowing to put someone's needs before yours. That's responsibility and maturity. Yeah, but what I'm saying is before getting with someone, I say you gotta focus on yourself first, because I feel like most of the people aren't. We're not 100% mature yet. Like me, like I'll admit, like I'm not. I don't think I'm 100% mature yet. I still got a lot of things to work on and stuff. Yeah. This is just new things I've learned about myself that I need to work on, right? Yeah. So, I feel like I need to work on myself first. Yeah. Make sure that everything's good with me. So like when there's a girl there in the future, if there's a girl from the future, yeah, like let's say 4 years later, yeah, then all peace will be it. I'll be prepared for that. But you just brought up something that's really crucial. Like to our viewers, like he's like what seems like he's like majority of guys out there, go self improvement and everything. They call self improvement to this revenge mindset. Their hearts have been broken. A god dumped them and everything. So now what they do is that they go everywhere with a mindset of hating women, like fuck women. Women are trash. You know what I'm saying? So like they go with this revenge mindset on self improvement. But you just touched on a point that's really good. Like what I'm trying to tell, like most of the guys, is like the whole purpose of self improvement is not to get women or like going out there and prove a point to the self-entertainment yourself. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a good point. Like, it's to improve yourself. And like the question can be like, how do you improve yourself, man? It's the big why. The why. The why is that the reason why you go and improve yourself is because you want to work on yourself. Because every time you see a person, you will always reflect your dark side on them. You know what I'm saying? So, for example, if you have a part that you haven't worked on in your life, then you're going to see other people as the problem with that problem you're facing inside you. So the reason why you got to suffer is that you need to look inside yourself, fight those demons in you, and see all those dark spots in you, inside you. Then try to cleanse them and find them, and harness these demons so that you know that you're a human being who's capable of good and evil, good and bad. Yeah. So when you know that and you work on that path and know that you're capable of evil, because there's a thin line in between something doing you becoming someone good or someone bad. So if you know that and you work on it, that spots, then it's gonna help you, and you're gonna see people for whom they really are, not the reflection of the bad side that you are inside you. But sure, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like once you work on yourself, with yourself, feel you, like you said, you'll have a more cleaner image on, women on that, and you'll have, I think about them. Yeah, I think, like, I'm not saying like all are bad. Yeah, because definitely about the girls there. Right? Yeah, there's a lot of good girls I thought. Yeah, I have friends who are girls, and they've always been there. Yeah, of course, another. I'm grateful for that, that for my life. So I'm not saying like all women are bad and all that. It's just like all us guys, not only us guys, us girls, like guys together as one. We all have something to work on, yeah, to improve ourselves. Then I feel like most of us, the majority of us, this age, our age, young influence, we're not there yet. Why, man? This dive into like what do you think that like majority of guys out there are not like going on top of it with the right mindset, or like are not improving themselves, like with themselves, like in the right way, or like let's phrase it this way: why do you think that majority of guys right now are being like on this journey of self-improvement? Because you've seen like big guys like Jordan P. Patterson, we see like big guys like Hamza and everyone, these guys, these big figures of color self-improvement, and now young guys are being, on this journey, and they are discovering self-improvement. Like, how do you think is that like young guys are finding self-improvement to be their opinion? Like, why is it? Like, why is it? Why do I think guys like they're more into self-improvement? Why is it appealing now? Because it's a very hot topic, as every guy is, is working on themselves tonight. Why do you think is that? Because I feel like what's been feeling, like most of us guys, when we go through, big obstacles, and like when we make mistakes, like we learn new things about us, right? And then me personally, from my experiences, when I make mistakes, even, there's things I want to do to improve myself. There's new things I've learned about myself that I could do to bring myself to my highest potential, right? Sometimes a lot of times when we go through obstacles and mistakes, you will find who you really are. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for example, for me, after this breakup, this really hard breakup was hard for me, right? Yeah. But I found new things about me, and I saw the potential I had. Yeah. And like, I'm just like, I gotta do this. I see the potential I have, so I want to work on myself. And then, I don't want to do before. I want to lie. I did have revenge, but I said I want to get back, but it was weird. Yeah, stuff like that. I won't lie. And that is good. That's true to many guys. That's the world. Most of us guys know that revenge mindset. Yeah. Oh, yo, let's go both hard. Yeah. I'm gonna go to the gym, do this and that, get money, but all of that, and then post it on my social media so she can tell us to get that something comes back. It was at the end. It was back. And then when she comes back, we to her. You're ripping her moving place. Stop that. But that's gonna work. That's not gonna lie. I didn't have that revenge mindset. But now my mindset is I want to do this for me, right? I want to see myself be successful. I want to, like, I know my own, yeah, like you, Mom. I want to see you become successful too. I'm willing to bloody to help you guys. I'll help myself out. And that's important, yeah. So I'm not on that revenge mindset. No way. I just want to improve myself. I want to improve my body for me. I want to improve my marks for me. I want to get a good job for me. Yeah, and I want to get good ones for you. Yeah, right. But you see, like, there is a secret in that. Like, from like that majority, like the Red Bull community, like these guys, they pick up artists, green skills, these guys under, yeah, all that, like all that BS, For me, like, I think like the advice I give people, like, if you really want like women, status and everything, like, if you want to improve yourself and rise up the hierarchy and become the alpha masculine guy, that's Superman, like what you need to do is simple. I just do those things, it's two points. Be generous. No, first of all, like, be competent in whatever you do, and then be generous. Because, I don't know if you've seen this. There's this thing, they hate on masculinity and everything, and they think that the social hierarchies of, like, they rise up at the levels that, of masculinity and, the alpha male and, the social structures, that they are, that they are toxic in nature. Yeah, that, yeah, like, they are bad, and like, they have, like, with, like, players and that, like, we are, it's degenerated, it's toxic, it's really bad, But I think it's because that, what if there is no hierarchy? or if there is no these social factors that we look up to, like let's say marriage, and let's say, for example, like education, let's say, you know, attaining higher status, gaining value, impacting people's lives. Like if you don't have these things, what you gonna aspire to be in future? Exactly. You need to definitely, yeah, these things are important aspects of life. Yeah, you can't build yourself up first if you can't bring in what about girl. If you can't see a certain level that you wanna aspire to, like, then look at that guy. Like that guy you wanna be, like that guy you want to see who's up there on that level that you wanna be. How he became competent and reached to that level. Then try to mimic that, or trying to mimic something that made him successful, and you can also be successful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, these are important aspects to have, And one of these things is like self love. Yeah, self love, because if you don't love yourself, how you're supposed to love someone else, right? Or if you self love, we can mean like if you don't love yourself, how are you gonna, if you don't love yourself through the tough times you go, that has to bring you down, right? Yeah. And that's not a good thing, right? Yeah. Like I think personally, like self love is the most important thing to gain, to build yourself up as a person. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but when like that self love gets confused with being selfish and everything, or like inconvenient. Yeah. Because like when is it like self love is like, of course it's simple, even like as the Bible says and everything, I just say like it's simple, like you like if you can't love yourself, like you need to love someone, you need to love your neighbor as you love yourself. So if you don't love like yourself, like if you don't take the good care of yourself and know what you're capable as a person, and know that you are capable of good and evil, and you are capable of doing anything, Yeah. And if you haven't come to that realization, you will start victimizing yourself. You start viewing other people as problem, and you will start, reflecting yourself, your image in someone, and thinking that that person is like that. But your perspective haven't changed because you haven't internally changed of who you are, And that is why, like, I want people to confuse the idea of self-love and selfishness and, being arrogant and, having the wrong perspective on things. I think self-love is, I got to take care of myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I need to love someone, if I need to take care of someone, then the way I need to do it is the way that I wish to be done to me. It's like reciprocal generosity. You know what I'm saying? Like the way you're supposed to treat someone, and the way you want to be treated is the way that you want to treat other people, so that it will come back to you. You know what I'm saying? So it comes to these things of altruism, and reciprocal altruism, but which is a very like different topic and everything. But I think like young guys out there, like they need like maybe we tend to confuse it. We try to confuse it like we do say self-love and all that, but we try to do that by like, I'm not gonna lie, we've all been there, self-love, like we love ourselves, but we tend to hurt rules because like the player stuff. Yeah, player stuff, but they all we can try bills, the action break them or stuff like that. Because of the past stuff, right? Which is not a good thing, right? Yeah, I don't lie. I'm not happy about that, I'm done that. I'm all that, I've done that. Yeah, and I'm not. Now I'm looking at it like I'm not happy about it. Yeah, it's definitely not a good path to go on, and there's some guys out there, that which, I would tell them not to do that, but there's so much you can do, right? There's not much you can do, at the end of the day, it's up to them, right? Yeah, and so what do you think? Like, what do you think is that, if you're trying to like help like guys out there, like get to pass this problem, like help them like what's their priority is, if like your priority in life, because I think like I have this view like like young guys, like us young guys, like we are in the age where we have a lot of potential, a lot of power, a lot of energy, and we are aspiring and thirsty of purpose, So, and we think, and as the media shows, or as like everything shows, like entertainment, the industry and everything, and the social media and everything, we think purpose or like the meaning of life, where the meaning muscles, or the meaning that you're gonna drive in other people's life. They tell us we're gonna find it in more love, in chasing love, in pursuing love, in chasing women, and everything. Because you see like all these Netflix movies and everything. Well, I'm like, well, I'll tell you something about like that. Not reliable. There's a love thing. Not gonna lie. No, I really lean on the war. Well, because like every time like I believe in love or something like that. Like, always disappoints me. We end up getting your heart broken and stuff like that. And when she like really loves someone, they take it back. Yeah, as like you're too attached and stuff like that, right? And then they cut the back themselves on, right? But you're just there to show them love, and always be there for them. Yeah, there for them, right? Yeah. That's when the immaturity comes into play, right? Yeah, because once you're like people our age, what I took to notice is like whether it's a girl or a guy. Whenever the girl or the guy is showing, attachment and like showing that they really care about the person and all that, the other person, the partner, they tend to back up always. Yeah, so and then like they absolutely and validate to the person, which is like something that I'm not happy with. That's what I went to that thing. I think that's something other than the modern dating now, like the modern dating market right now is that it works on these simple rules. It's so cringe and it's so like the way it is, it's so like it's so like ever catches feelings first loses. So I like that. So, but this thing like it's like everyone is playing a game of not catching feeling. It's like there is a sense of immaturity in that because you know what I'm saying. Like yeah. If you are on that level of you are ready for love or you are ready to give love and also receive love, it's a risk, man. It's a cost. There's a cost to that. Yeah. Because with great responsibilities, then comes the great power with that. The power that comes with responsibilities, you also have to tend to that power. Again, you have to match that power. Unless it's going to degenerate. You know what I'm saying? And so the thing is, you don't need to have, this bad mindset though. I don't want to catch feelings first. Or like, oh, if I catch feelings first, it's a deal like, people, and all the time, people they should be like, oh, I want to catch feelings first. Or they have well, the best to do that they stay away from the person they want to review it. Follow the play the game. Oh, this person tells, and texts me, okay, I'll talk to them. Yeah, but that's a sense of maturity because you need to, if you, not something like, love is not a joke. Like, if you, like, love itself is love in a relationship. Yeah, this true is not a joke, man. Like, serious. Yeah, in something serious, get both. And you people had your heart on the light, and that is true. And the heart broken, like when your heart gets broken, you feel it because it's real. You know what I'm saying? You felt it, and it's real. You put yourself, like, it's like a sacrifice. You're sacrificing yourself. You're open to being vulnerable and to be explored, like the weakest point. And if that weakest part of you reveals and your heart broken, then that's when you have all these emotions and everything and negative feelings and everything. But it's because, guys, we are being told the same thing I was saying. Like in movies, we are being told, oh, show love, fun, love is fun. We are being shown this image of love. Which is it's good, like it's fun. It's always they show like the good part, but they show the bad parts. I didn't show the bad. And it happened. Life is it's like the yin and yang. You know what I'm saying? The other Chinese see what they yet. With every good part, there is always something good about bad, and everything bad, there's always something good. Everything. And that's how that's how life is. But the image that everyone is being shown with the social media, with the movies. We're being shown to this image of the perfect love, the perfect of everything. And then you get additional bad, then you get heartache of things that come with it, and then people turn it into some pain. Yeah, lonely. And then the person who gets hurt, even they get better. Some should really get the people who get hurt, bro, I feel so bad for them. Yeah, and then when someone gets really hurt in a relationship, bro, that person, it will take them so long to heal from that shit. To believe in that shit again, you know what I'm saying, bro? And it'll take a long time, and it'll be a long process for them to trust someone again, for the opposite gender, or to get a relationship again, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's because the realities, people who are like that, is like they're not ready for love. You know what I'm saying? Never make it simple. Like you should. It depends on it. And I think like when like you want to love, get a relationship, you need to be ready for what comes. Because it's a game, the rules are there, and the rules, you don't know how the game is going to end. But at least you have an idea of how to play that game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because you've seen people play that game before, and the other is, they played that game before, but they also didn't know how the game is going to come. But the thing is, the young people go in this thinking that they know how it's going to play. They don't know with an open mind. If you look at, okay, I know this game of yours, and I'm not saying that's sort of when you use a game. It's gonna sound like, I think it's just so other than him. Let's say like, if you are ready, like if you want to go in a relationship, you need to be ready to have an open mind because you don't know what's gonna happen. You should go in with ignorance and humbleness and open to new adventure and open to whatever comes. Because there's gonna be the good times and the bad. There's gonna be the bad times, and the bad times are gonna strengthen your relationship with someone. Because nothing was perfect, man. In this world, nothing was perfect. So the bad part is because like we are being told that the sign of negative emotion is something bad. Like feeling negative emotions bad. Feeling negative emotions is not bad because it's your body and your conscious is telling you there is something wrong, and you can work on that. Let's say, for example, if you procrastinate, right, or if you wake up right now, and for example, you beat your meat like a mic 2 times, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, you walk up like a bunch, the face to the body and everything. And after that, you beat that meat, you feel this sense of disgust in your soul. You feel this, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the end of the day, you feel you're unmotivated. You feel, you feel like bad about yourself. Why did you do this? I never. That should really not burden you because you like your conscience is telling you, oh, you wanna be here, and what you're doing now is contradictory to where you wanna be, and you should listen to that alarm bell in your conscious that's telling you, oh, you remember when you did something wrong, and you remember that this is the wrong person. Remember you're aspiring to be someone, and what you're doing now is contradicting to where you wanna be, and whatever you told is that, oh, you are okay the way you are. Bottom of them to do that. You are okay. You are okay the way you are. Honey, butter, and don't worry. Look, I think I think, when someone's doing something wrong, you have to tell them shit. What's wrong? Because you want more things to go up. But is it for the matter? Yeah, that's the thing you're always you like the feelings. But like I said, if you want to grow in life, or if you want to, like, grow up, like, you need that tough love. Because tough love is necessary. Let me say, if you haven't, like, been, like, let me give you an example. Your parents love you. They love you. When you do something, they're compassionate, like, they're compassionate to you when they're young, like, when you're helpless, you need to depend on them. But the more you grow up, you try to test the rules and the boundaries. You want to see, and that's how we are as humans. You are testing to see where the rules and the boundaries are every time. Yeah. And what you're doing is, oh, let me test. You are young kid, you start doing something bad. Or they say, no, the light is here, don't do this. Sometimes they punish you to do something. It's not because they hate you, but that's the worst you're playing. They watch the winner, so that you won't do all things again. They as you're enjoying, they're showing you it, and I knew that. That's what I mean. But the eyes, really, let me open your red. Yeah. So they say whoop your ass. It's not because they hate you and all that. It's just they don't want you to do that again. So they gotta give you tough love, like you said. Tough love, so you don't do that again. And they compete to your auntie. Your auntie's gonna tell you, you're okay, honey. It's over. Be cool there. Do whatever you want. She'll try to please you because she wants you to love her. But now you see a person give you the tough love because even though it's tough love, but it's what you need to know that there's a boundary on the line. Yeah, exactly. So we need to take into consideration that it's okay to show love, whether it's your parents or the girlfriend, whatever. But there's a limit to it because we're all human, right? And there's a certain limit we can take. Why not? Somebody's giving us tough love, Yeah, but continue on our point of helping guys become more masculine and becoming the alpha masculine guys and raising up the social hierarchy and becoming the high value man is that they believe a tribe of men, if you have to be more masculine, you need a tribe of men in your who would raise you up or who would help you. You're like a group of guys who will lead you to success, and lead you the right way, the solution. Yeah, I'm saying you need that tribe that's gonna help you. If you cross the line, so if you slack up with the man, you go, let's see you fuck up, right? Yeah, did you, bull? You're slacking. Go red, and if I'm picks up the ball, go after me, bro. Let's do it. Later, right? And something I wanted to base we used to tell my young guys like, you need to mind up what your priority, The thing is, you're being told through everything and influenced through everything, social media and everything and the media around us that just women, just love, just everything. We're gonna find fulfillment and purpose in love. And I can't blame it because young guys, are trying to find meaning to their life. People are trying to young people are in the time when their body is strong, they are motivated, they have big dreams, they have aspirations, they are reaching their achieve. Yeah, man, through all this, what I want to do is that they need a motivation, they need to find a meaningful purpose of their life. And where they're getting it wrong is that through the media, the influence that they're getting around is that, you know what? Why not go date women? Why not go find a girlfriend? Because you're gonna feel we had the same they say stuff like, when you find a girl, she'll help you to reach those goals and stuff like that. But I'm not saying that she won't help you. You are compliant, but I won't lie. It's hard to, but it's not a priority to me. It's not the priority, and also, sometimes girls can be deceiving. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say all women are deceiving, right? Yeah. But I'm saying some girls can be deceiving, and they can lead you the wrong path, or they can bring you far away from the gym. But let me tell you something. When you see like this, let's say you want the girl, yeah. Let's say you want that woman that you want, will obsessing over her as a masculine guy help you get her? No, it will be a lot. It's just so bad. It's gonna be a distraction to you, and it's gonna be a distraction. And she will go further away from themselves. The moment that you start chasing, or the moment that you start the more than you feel, the more it's gonna run away from it. And then what connection the more connection that you try to show, the more what is it? You show the connection. I'm saying the more the more you try to chase something or obsess over something, the more that just gonna think with all around away from it. It's that woman that you want. The best way that you do to get her is not by obsessing. The best way is that you need to be competent, rise up the social hierarchy, be the best version of yourself as you can be. Get status. Get the best version of yourself out there. Then get your points on the board that you can offer. Then from there you will attract that person that you want. Liking her images or staying in her deals and Instagrammers won't help you, man. But you will just be another notification on her phone as another guy. What's gonna set you apart is every guy is doing that. What's gonna set you apart? You being on a different path. You being on self-improvement. You being, really without yourself. Yeah, we're working on self, but making because because we've when something for us, we're doing our degrees and stuff like that. We got other degrees in order to be successful in our degrees, right? And we're gonna have a lot of struggles and all of that in between, right? So we need to focus on ourselves so we can be able to achieve this goal, right? Of getting our degrees and stuff like that. Maybe there's something else like going to a gym or I want to eat dinner and stuff like that. We gotta work on that, right? But you got that distraction, right? But look how my it's bigger, and you see, what I'm saying is actually bigger than the degree of work with that other small subset. Because not everyone who gets a degree or not everyone who accomplishes that degree is gonna become someone. And it's not a guarantee that you're gonna become someone because you have a degree. Because when you have degrees, actually the guys that made it in life, there's very few. You know what I'm saying? Having that, as you're saying, it's not about the materialistic value and everything. That's why people get. Let's say, everybody has different paths and all of that. It's just as long as they're ultimately at the end of the goal, at the end of the day, working on themselves and stuff like that, they'll go far. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you get these. Like we said before, I think we said it before, we mentioned it before. If you work on something, if you work really hard on something, you put your passion into it, right? All those other things will come behind it. Yeah, but whatever will once you that high masculine guy with a lot of success and all of the things will change. And because you have twice to inside this is the board, exactly. You have what you got offer, but right now you being broke. You're broke. You got nothing. You just there on your phone. You're being a meat like a monkey. And you're wanking in the morning. The first thing you do, that's not gonna help you or you want to sleep. Yeah, that's not gonna help you. That's real. The thing that's gonna help you is that's only gonna make you even more sad, depressed. Well, depressed, no, Yeah, and it's actually because I believe young guys out there, including people like you, are they want to be graduate. They actually want to find the meaning of their life. Because let me tell you something, man. There is a spot in this world that only you can fulfill. Only you can. you have to put in the work though. Yeah. Just there's people like me, Israel, and like other guys who are there to willing to support you and help you along the way. But at the end of the day, it's up to you, right? Because at the end of the day, no matter what we say, it's up to you what you want to do, right? Yeah. So there's only so much we can do for you, But we're happy. We're happy to help you.
Yeah, and the same thing I'm saying, like, is that the place in this world, there's a place for you that's lacking in this world, that's lacking your capability, that's lacking your uniqueness, Everyone is unique. And you sitting there and, being a victim of something or victimizing yourself and being feel sorry for yourself and you indulging in drugs and,
All of the best stuff.
yeah, all the bad stuff, man. Like, you are being robbed of the spot that you are supposed to feel, and it's lacking because you're not there. Why not take the advantage and make the impact in people's lives? That's that you're supposed to, like, by finding your purpose and finding your meaning in life.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, no, that's well said, bro. Yeah, definitely there's spot for everybody, but not be the way it's that. So as long as I felt like you said from the start, as long as you like put your mind into what you were and all that, obviously rules change, all of that, right? But as long as you're not willing to put in the work and willing to try your best to become the best version of yourself, everything will come. Will will come eventually, Other things will come. We're chill, I'm fine in here. Yeah, but what SDS is, why can't you sacrifice the pleasure of now for the joyful of your later life? Because the secret is this of fun, like, I got this idea. No, the secret of fun is this, like, he's like, the secret men peak in their 30s, in the late 20s and 30s. That's when a man peak. Like, for example, a girl, like a woman, like, peaks in their teenagers, like, 18, 17, like, yeah, 19, 20. They are peaking, everyone asks them, they're looking more beautiful, they're being, more feminine and everything. The feminine energy is high. But for you as a man, the moment that you're 20 years, you're 17, 18, like, you're still young, man. I'm telling you, don't worry, man. The reason why is that your time hasn't come. You'll peak at your 30s. The time will come when you're in late 20s, 30s, bro. Because that's when you're gonna peak in life. That's when you're gonna be the most successful masculine guy. And that's something like, if you hadn't shoot, that's when you peak, and that's when, like, if you haven't put your point to the board, I'll have, like, your place in this world as a man and or value. If you don't have that status or whenever life you're looking at that life, at that time in life, then you'll be nothing. So basically now is your time to start, right? Now, if should I get like, that's it. Like, all that best, you could change now, right? You could change now and be the best version of yourself. So then, let's see one goes, bro. Work, wait, and then that will come, they will come, man. Don't prioritize them, because, as I told you, the time that you trust something, the time you obsess over something, you are implying that thing is running away from you and you can't get that. But if you can get that thing, you don't need to obsess over it. It will come eventually. Why not play a chill game, work on what's important? Like, the thing is, if you don't choose your priority, the priority is gonna choose. Like, a certain priority is gonna choose for you what your priority is. Exactly, and you don't want that. And we don't want it. I don't want somebody else, or some like you said, something else choosing your goals and stuff. Yeah, that's to come from you. Yeah, it's come from you and your heart. You need to go up to yourself. To put around yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, oh, okay, what's my goal for today? Yeah, what's the goal that I want to reach by the end of this one, this 2 months, or this year? And then every day you have to check, okay, am I doing what's right to reach this goal, right? And then if you're not, you feel okay, this is not right. I gotta switch something, right? I gotta switch something up. What am I doing wrong? What do I need to improve? That's what you gotta do. And keep on, like, it's not gonna be easy, right? We're not saying it's easy. Yeah, there's gonna be slow, and it's not like something that's being, because I find like people, like young people, like, okay, young people also, like, including me, like, is that the blood that we have is like, we are a bit of impatient, like, because of the drive and the ambition we got. And she have the energy, and if we have become a bit impatient. Nothing you see that's worth it, it's built overnight. Everything is built by a process. So the process now, you need to work on yourself, get into the process, shape your life in the next life to come, in the next, 5 years. Because the thing is this, there is you
right now. They're doing the next 5 years. They're doing 1 year. They're doing 5 years. They're doing 10 years. And the thing I want to do is that treat yourself as a community that extends through time, because you are a community. There is the priorities you want now. There's what you want in your life now, and there's what you want in 5 years, in 10 years. So how are you gonna prioritize? How are you gonna come in harmony with all these wants of your partners? The only place is treat yourself as a community that extends through time. Delay gratification. Not that your needs now can compromise your needs in 5 years. Or like you pray, what do you want to be? 5 red doors right now. You should focus step by step. The same people do. Like some people, they look at themselves 10 years. For me personally, I don't like that. Me, I like it. I mean, I do like to like have a goal, but like, I like to take it step by step, right? I don't want to think too much in the future, right? Because what happens, you never know stuff. No, but the perspective is like, it's not like you're thinking of the future. You are looking the future, what you want. You know what I'm saying? You're referencing like, where do you want to be in 10 years? Maybe you want to be a businessman, or maybe you want to be a millionaire. So if you're looking at yourself in 10 years as a millionaire, it's not like in 10 years you're going to be a millionaire. You are looking yourself in that image of a millionaire in 10 years. And so what do you need to do now? It gives you an image of what you need to do now. If walking your meat will come as a priority, no. What will come as a priority? Building a business, writing hard for the next 10 years to be to be business courses, so you know what best there. Not even think retail, like whatever, like you can go online business, you can start whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? But you need to, it's a true word. You need to be, learning and education comes every time in life. You're not gonna stop learning, and learning and everything doesn't stop with university, and doesn't start with the university also. Yeah, man, can you give me a dropout, bro? I know some, like, for example, Bill Gates, he dropped out, right? Didn't he drop out? Didn't drop out in university. Yeah, and now look at it. Yeah, like Microsoft. It's about knowledge. People get everything wrong. They get this point wrong. Education doesn't start with a professor and doesn't end with a professor. So I'm not telling you not no after the degree, right? Yeah, you can choose whatever you want. Education is lifelong. Yeah, and knowledge is lifelong. You can choose to be more, trying to extend your knowledge to a certain field, and that's how you're gonna be successful at anything. Yeah. That's the thing. Like treating yourself as a colleague at a certain time is gonna help you to know that your choices doesn't affect you only. It affects your community. It affects your family. It affects your the place where it affects your beloved one, man. Don't think if you wake up and you walk your meat and you don't delay gratification, you're playing video games, you're doing weed, you're going outside in areas lighted, you're doing alcoholism, you're suffering from alcoholism. Don't think you're destroying yourself. You're also destroying the people around you, the people around you, because you are robbing your gift from the people from getting food away food. From that gift of yours, because you are robbing them of the potential of your life that's value being added in their life. So there is a value that there's a void you are not filling. And you're not feeling that. That's when you reach your 40s, 30s, 50s. I say, what did I do with my life? And you start to think, oh, I wish I did. Start cover. Yeah, I wish I knew. Yeah, there's a lot of people who, believe it or not, are going through that right now. Yeah. And then there's people who are starting to work hard now in their 40s. But it's already too. Yeah, I don't know. They just play that. There's this advice, bro. Like they give us every time, like, when you're 18, when you're 18, 19, go to college, man, have fun. 20, have fun, go out, club, everything, you know what I'm saying? But when you're 25, yeah, 30, that's when you get a career, that's when you get a wife, that's when you say, okay, that's a wrong advice. You should use this time when you're 18, 19, they're teenagers and they're to learn or approach. It's like, I'm not against that. It's like, you need to use this time because your body can recover faster. Your body is still capable. You need to use, instead of spending that night to alcohol, to weed, to everything, and hangover, you can use this time to build yourself up and build knowledge. It's all about your knowledge. Yeah, build a business, do whatever you want, get that, give that visual that you want. You can join that career right now, It's not a limit. It's not like your 30s, go on the place, they're going to hire you, man, Every time. Be work on your pampers this time that you're young. Build focus. And when you're in your 30s, man, you're going to have all the luxury, all the luxury, all the everything. And by the time you know it, when other people are commuting to work, stressed and everything and family with bills. For you, but guess what? We're chilling in Maldives, chilling, out on the beach or the land. They were selling the waters. Yeah, and you know what the thing, yeah. But that thing, you gotta work for that thing, man. It doesn't come overnight, It's just like working when you're 30, work now when you're still young. Then when you're going that late age when everyone is stressed out with bills, what are you gonna be chilling in jets? Who knows? Who knows, bro? But at the end of the day, comes to you, right? Yeah, it comes to you and your purpose, like you said. If you don't have a purpose, what's the point, right? You need to have a purpose. You will have to find that purpose in the relationship. Or like, don't get fulfilled with love. A man gets fulfilled with his purpose and his vision. That's why you see a man leave his wife and kids at the comfort at home and goes to war to protect the country. Because there is a purpose that's bigger than you. Do you see that power that comes with that? Like you see a man, of course, deep down the masculine core is not fulfilled with love. It's fulfilled with serving a higher purpose in his life. And that is why you should not make priority of women now. I'm not saying don't date women. I'm saying, don't go high, don't talk to them, or don't talk to them now. There is a time, there is time. As someone said in the Bible, it's like, there is time for everything, the time for that will come. Right now, it's time to grind. Is it that? And is it that advice? Like, I wish I could be enough. Told me, man, when I was like, Victor was asking anything. Yeah, is the other stuff showing with you? I need someone tell me stuff like me what I think. Man, when you're reaching that age, man, when you go college and everything, man, stop that bullshit, that advice, man. Grind, then all these things will occur. Stop with this, girls. I wish I could have heard that before. Yeah, I mean, I have. I think I've heard it before. People have been telling me that, but I didn't take that as advice seriously. Yeah, I'm like, well, there's no way this could affect me, and up in the light. But then tell you, yeah, and I want to say it, bro. Like, I broke up right before exams. I don't know what I could have done if it wasn't for my boys, and my friends were all my friends were there for me. I don't know. Like, honestly, I'm mentally strong, but obviously when something bad happens, yeah, you honestly feel down, right? Yeah, like you're human, right? Whether you want to feel it or not, you're gonna feel it, right? So I was really down. I wouldn't lie to you. Like, I was really down for that. For example, I almost gave up. But my friend, all my homies, all my boys, my girl homies, everybody, who was there for me from the beginning, they're like, yo, forget about this girl shit, man. Even my girl homie said that, right? My friends were girls. They're like, yo, just focus on yourself, man, This is honestly a waste of your time and shit. Relationship or not, it's a lot. It takes a lot of energy and stuff like that, right? You put, at least you put in the work and all that, right, in a relationship. So now, just, I get that you're sad and shit. You want this breakup and shit like that, but you gotta focus on yourself. The pity, I'm like, but after that, I'm like, yeah, bro. She thought gonna, at the end of the day, she's not gonna be there for me. It's me. Yeah, it's me who's gonna be there for me, right? So that I tried the exams, grinded, right? My work search pretty solid, bro. It's pretty good. Yeah, I'm happy about it, bro. And I'm gonna continue to, work on myself, bro. Maybe they'll do go for me in the future, but right now, my mindset right now, drive on yourself, bro. That's what I want you. That's what both of us want you guys to work on yourself. Girls will come later. All of the stuff you ever wanted should come later, right? Yeah, but you better look at yourself. You better look at yourself and be like, yeah, where do I still see myself in a few years, right? And what do I gotta work on now? You right? That's what you gotta. That's our goal, bro. Hey, and choose priorities, man. And this has been for many. This has been a very good discussion. And we should ideas of different topics and everything. Try to to improve, to learn from each other. Some things, so that we can give a better out. So from this conversation, I learned a lot of things from Israel. And Israel learned a lot of things from me. Yeah. And then we are hoping about to learn from a different perspective and views, about this topic and everything. And if we also in the comment section, you can give us all your thoughts and all that. If you have any thoughts or anything like that. And also if you for example, you can give us ideas of the topics you want us to cover in future. Give me the thumbs up if you like the content, and hit a subscribe button. Yeah, bro, because we're doing this for love. We're doing this for the brother. That's our brother. All the guys in the
in the Israel community. You know, my community, you know, we love you guys. You know, like, we want nothing but the best for you guys. You know, we want you guys to be successful with us. You know, be successful with us, right? And we don't want shit like that to affect you guys. You know, because we get it. You know, bro, Israel. Let's be honest, bro. Both you and I, before this, let's be honest, we're behind those. Let's be honest.
No, every were you? No, for me, I was. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes, I was with bills and stuff like that. I guess I was feeling them and stuff like that. I feel like now,
No, everyone. Honestly, I think somehow, someone in life gets to pass through that stage. I'm not gonna lie and say I didn't pass through that, but and also like the thing that, as I said before, the thing that made me go so prominent is not about women. I told you the perspective I was looking at, because I think I came to learn that every time I try to see someone as a problem, that person is not the one with the problem. I am the one with the problem. You know what I say? So for me, my approach was, and the approach is like, I never went to something with a revenge mindset or because a girl dumped me or something. My mindset was always, I need to love the best version on people for who they really are, not the perspective of my dark spot reflecting in their eyes through me. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, that's why I went to support with you, not because of some anger and everything. And that's the perspective I want, like, people to have, because it's all about realizing that you are capable of good and evil, and you are the problem first and foremost before viewing another person as a problem. If you look inside you, you're gonna find an answer to a problem. Straight. That person is not the problem, man. Like, you are capable of that, doing the same thing other person is doing. So what's making you different from him? Nothing. You just a thin line that you can cross in a second, you know? The thing is, we've talked about a lot of things and everything. I hope, you know, it was beneficial and everything, you know? So now, welcome to the movement. You know, I'm Israel. This is my friend Yanina. You know, remember, true strength lies in self-respect and personal growth, for sure. And just as clarify with you guys, you know, we're not, you know, women and men, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. You know, I think we're all like, we should be respecting each other and all that, you know? We're not trying to, at the end of this podcast, like, this episode, Yeah.
we're not trying to say, like, oh, you know, all girls are trash, all guys are trash. Yeah, no, what we're trying to say is, you know, we're all good people, you know? It's just, you know, we gotta understand each other, you know? We gotta understand how we all feel, you know? We need to see everybody's perspective and all that, and try to understand how everybody feels, right? So then we don't get into these little conceptions and little arguments, you know? All these unnecessary arguments, you know, which we don't want to lead to, right? Like this toxicity stuff, you know, all that stupid shit. There's more one around everywhere. So, you know, we're just trying to spread love to everyone, you know? Spread love to everyone. You know what? We all have something to work on, yo. So, no, women are not trash, men are not trash. You know, we're all good. You know?
Yeah. And, you know, keep striving to be the best version of yourself.
See you in the next one. Yeah, bye.